I was worried for a second that my flashlight wasn't working because I left it in my car last night, overnight, and wasn't working, but now it is, so all good. I really felt like I need to explain that at all. So anyways, how's your day been? You read the title of this video. I'm not just doing film reviews. I do trailer reviews as well, or as I like to call them, movie announcements, which I don't announce movies, I just review them. That's a stupid tagline that I'm yet to trademark. I'm already doing this on Instagram, done it for about a year or so, but anyways, I thought I might as well just make a video on, well, all the trailers I've watched so far that have taken my notice or taken my interest so far. So yeah, 3 trailers, that's it. All of them are going to be spaced out equally in about 3 minutes, so hopefully I'll be able to submit them onto Instagram or Facebook or whatever. So yeah. Let's get into it, shall we? I have Ave Maria on my mind right now. I felt like just singing Ave Maria beforehand, but who wants to hear that? First trailer, Toy Story 5. So this was inevitable. The trailer has been released, and quite frankly, I'm a bit split. I think it has a decent premise that can work well, even if it all entirely feels unnecessary, especially after Toy Story 4 was kind of a letdown with its ending. I don't like Toy Story 4. It's overstuffed, feels way too convoluted, many of the iconic characters are sidelined, Buzz and Jessie feel like afterthoughts, and not like main characters. And Woody, whilst I was interested in his story, felt tonally inconsistent with the previous 3 films. It just felt like a slap in the face after watching this. I thought 3 had the perfect ending, 4 kind of ruined it, and 5 is just dragging the story on when it really doesn't need to. I do see the potential for making this film focus on iPads and how they can be detriment to kids' learning and their brains becoming mush and all that. But really, Pixar didn't need to make another Toy Story film just to tell parents to get their kids off the iPad and that kids shouldn't be having these at a young age. Well, I had an iPad when I was young, and whilst I did fine in school, I also don't think I was on the same level as kids nowadays, so I think I got off easy, I guess. But yeah, quite frankly, they didn't really need to do this when one of their shorts from Toy Story as well did this concept much better with video games. Also, you better explain why somehow Woody returned, Pixar. That's the number 1 thought everyone has with this. Why is Woody back? My thought was that Bonnie's parents managed to find Woody from a lost and found, but it still feels like a cop-out. Overall, despite my grievances and hesitations, I am interested to see how this will pan out in the end, because the message of iPads are mostly bad for kids is something that future filmmakers need to talk about, and it's something I do subscribe to myself. Yeah, whilst I think iPads can be useful in some cases, but mostly I think we should be bringing back drawing, physical games and board games and all that, and make kids go outside a lot more than just plopping them on a tablet in living room whilst they're wiping their noses all over the place. But yeah, I'm interested in it, but I'm not sure how well it's going to pan out in the end. The Super Mario Galaxy film, or movie. I think I would rather have the Super Mario Brothers movie 2 first. Let's be honest. I feel like Galaxy is more of a 3rd film, or even a 4th film, or even a spin-off film, or even a whatever. I don't think we should have had Galaxy next. But I'll get back to that in a second. This has some of the trademark Illumination humor present, where Bowser's showing the bros his creepy self-insert fan art of him and Peach. But so far, it does seem like it's going to be up to the quality of the first film, visually definitely, and hopefully story-wise as well, even if I'm a bit conflicted. Yeah, and whilst I do say I do wish that they did Galaxy as a third film or a fourth, it does make sense to do Galaxy next. I mean, Galaxy is one of Nintendo's or Mario's most popular games out of all of them. Yeah, and with Bowser Jr. coming into the mix, taking revenge for his father. I mean, his voice fits surprisingly well with Benny Safdie voicing him, even though I have seen a lot of conflict between that one. Yeah, and he does sound like a relative to Bowser as well. I mean, I'm not surprised that people actually thought it was just Bowser voicing Bowser Jr. as well. And Rosalina coming into the mix would definitely add to the world and go further into exploring Peach's backstory. It would be really, yeah. And Brie Larson, I'm hoping she's gonna do a really good job. I'm really hoping for that. I'm glad that she's moving away from the Captain Marvel controversy, and all that. But to be honest, it would be be a big surprise if this film confirms that Rosalina is Peach's daughter, like how Matt Pat theorized all those years ago. I want to see that. I'm surprised the trailer didn't show Yoshi, and I'm hoping for more iconic faces to show up. I think we were all expecting Wario, Waluigi, or even Daisy to show up. Whilst I do have my hesitations with the opening portions of the trailer, it does look like it's going to be a step up or even on par with the first film. Yeah. I do wish it went with more on the lines of Wario and Waluigi being the big bads, but it does make sense for Bowser Jr., and I think we all kind of agreed that maybe Galaxy should have been the third film. The SpongeBob movie Search for Squarepants. So this is what? The third unnecessary SpongeBob movie we're getting this decade. Why? The OG is iconic, and we all love it to bits, for all good reasons. It's really well made, really well told, has a great message, and just great jokes all around. Sponge Out of Water is a step down, but I did enjoy myself. And I have not watched any of the other films, because why would I? Especially the Sandy Cheeks movie. And this, whilst it's cool, we get to see more of the Flying Dutchman, and he's voiced by Mark Hamill as well, so that's something. The whole trailer is just SpongeBob and Patrick making stupid jokes, and everyone around them pretending to think they are funny when they really aren't. They haven't been funny for a long time. I'm hoping there's going to be better than what's shown, but I have no hopes really. SpongeBob needs to do their swan song soon, because I don't know how long they can milk this franchise before one of the actors retires or passes on. They need to do a series finale, let's be honest. I think we're all just hoping for that. Yeah, quite frankly, they haven't impressed me at all since Steven Hillenburg passed away. They really haven't. I mean, some of the later series have been good, especially when Steven Hillenburg returned to make the show a lot better or get the show back on track. But really, everything post Steven Hillenburg, it just doesn't appeal to me anymore. If I was going to watch any SpongeBob film or show, I'd watch seasons 1 to 3 and even some of season 4. And of course, the SpongeBob SquarePants movie, I'd watch that any day of the week. But yeah. And also, this should have been 2D like the OG. That would have been, and then this would have felt more like a worthwhile watch instead of the weird CG that they're doing now, with like Sponge on the Run, Sandy Cheeks, the Plankton movie, and even this. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I talked about this. This is obviously going to be another flop, another terrible film, but I'm hoping it's going to have some quality, unlike the other latter SpongeBob movie films. But I don't know. I just can't give a damn. That's all I say. So what have we learned? Sequels make money? Well, they did, but not anymore. The Toy Story 5, I'm hoping it's going to be something worthwhile. I mean, it does look really good. Visually, it does look really impressive. Much like Toy Story 4. Much like Toy Story 4. The Super Mario Galaxy movie, I have my hesitations. I kind of wish that Wario and Waluigi were the villains of the second film, but it does make sense for Bowser Jr. to be the main villain. Yeah, and I'm looking forward to it, I guess. And the Search for Squarepants film, I'm not watching it. You can't make me. Yeah. Yeah, I'm really hoping for something good coming out sooner or later next year, because the only film that I'm looking forward to, unironically, is the Hunger Games: Sunrise on the Reaping film, because I've read I've read Sunrise already. It is such a good book, and I've managed to read all five of the books this year. I think Ballad is my favorite so far. I might be the odd one out, but let's be honest. But yeah, Sunrise on the Reaping is the only film I'm looking forward to, unironically, and the most so far. I think there are other films coming out next year, but I can't really remember. I can't give a damn either. I think the films I'm most looking forward to in the coming future are the Batman 2 and Across the Spider-Verse, and I'm hoping neither of them are going to be terrible. Because, well, so far, Sony has managed to make two massive hits, two incredible films with the Spider-Verse films, and the Batman is a genuinely incredible film, and I loved the Penguin series. But yeah. That's pretty much it. I am interested in Spider-Man Brand New Day. I think they're gonna do that film justice, even though it does feel like it's gonna be overstuffed. And I have no hope for Doomsday, for Avengers Doomsday. No whatsoever. Let's be honest. But yeah. But apart from everything else, oh yeah, The Odyssey. That's another film. The Odyssey by Christopher Nolan, because it's Christopher Nolan. Let's be honest. But yeah, overall, not much to say. I guess if you wanna do something more worthwhile your time, read Hunger Games, or give me a second, read Dracula or something. I'm about halfway through this, and I'm gonna take a massive break. But this book is really good. And it's just turned into a book review now. Now, even though it was a trailer review, or read 1984, and that's not because there are political reasons nowadays. It's actually a really good book, not just because it's one of the most important political books of all time. Or read Lord of the Rings. Just read everything. I'm gonna give you 5 other books to read. Yeah. Fudge. I don't care if this is unnecessary filler. You can turn this off. What other books do I have? I don't know. Pride and Prejudice. I do have the book. Mortal Engines. I've read this. Is really good. And H.P. Lovecraft. I've got. No, I'm just gonna end this here. This is a book review now. This is just book reviews. I don't care anymore. Toy Story 5, Super Mario Galaxy, Search for Squarepants. Tell me what you think. Also, tell me what you think of these books if you've read them.